It's time for a spring cleanse and to create space for what you're ready to call in this new season, in this new astrological year, in this new chapter of your life. So, welcome back, everybody. My name is Luana Bussetti, and I'm an astrologer, astrocartographer, and intuitive guide here to help you use astrology in your day to day life because I truly believe that astrology is not something that you need to learn or even believe in, but it's something that you need to embody, to experience in your day to day life. And today we're going to talk about the shift between Pisces season, Aries season, this new astrological new year coming, and all of that. But let's start from Pisces moving into Aries because this zodiac is not random. There's a divine order to it. And that's why today, if you watch this on the day it airs, we are still in Pisces season. We are in the last 2 days of Pisces season, and this is crucial because not only it's the end of a season, it's the end of a chapter, but it's also the end of the astrological year. The astrological year, for those who don't know, goes from the spring equinox or from the first day of Aries season, which this year falls on the 20th of March, and goes all the way until the 19th of March of the following year. So if you are an astrologer or if you are like me that follows the astrological new year instead of the calendar here, this is a big deal. It's the beginning of a new year, the beginning of a new chapter. However, I want to remind you that I don't buy into that new year, new me bullshit because nothing will change. Whether it's a calendar year or it's a new season or the new astrological year, nothing will change unless you do. That's a really important reminder that I share in my newsletter this week as well. If you're not in that, what are you doing? I share a newsletter every Monday with some astrological updates, some events that I do, some goodies in there. So go check the link on the show notes and join me there to receive all your goodness, all the juice, all the magic every Monday to your inbox. But I share that reflection this Monday, sharing this because I truly believe that nothing changes unless you do. It begins with you, or as I like to say, within you. So the change from Pisces to Aries, from 2025 to 2026, from winter to spring, or whatever might be, doesn't mean that your life will start change or things are gonna start moving. It can be, but you need to play a role in that. You're not passive, you are in control, you have your power, and even if you believe in manifestation, manifestation doesn't work unless you do your part. It's the dance with the universe. As they say, it takes two to tango. You know what I mean? So it's really, you need to play your part, the universe plays their part, and then that's when life starts changing. So I wanted to like start with that because it's I believe that some people are either type A, I'm gonna do everything and I don't believe in the universe, anything, everything is my control and all of that. Or some people now moved a little bit with that all Neptune in Pisces energy and Pisces energy that we had in the past years, moved more into the passive role, like, okay, the universe will take care of me. But I think that's extreme as well. You actually need to go into the middle ground to balance, like any relationship, anything. It's like working if we keep the balance. You know what I mean? So it's really important to like play your part but also trust the universe. How can you dance with the universe? How can you dance with life? So that was the first thing that I wanted to say because I've been hearing so much about either action or surrender, but you need to do both. You need to do both. So, having said that, last few days of this Pisces energy, this is a time not to sleep on. This is important to release, to cleanse, and to prepare for this new season, from this new year. If you don't create space, if you don't declutter, if you don't cleanse, then you don't have the space. You are not ready to welcome in what this new season, this new year can bring you. So let's start with the Pisces energy. Let's start with the cleanse. Let's start with the creating space before we can actually welcome in. That's the balance between Pisces and Aries. Pisces, I release, I let go, I surrender. Aries, okay, now I'm ready. I take action and I take steps. So, do you see like the balance, the flow between these two? So, last 2 days, and we also have a new moon in Pisces, peaking actually tonight, the 18th of March, if you are in the American continent, at 9:23 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:23 p.m. Western Time, Pacific. And if you are in Europe or in Australia or yes, that's the peak is tomorrow morning, actually the middle of the night, if you are in Europe at 1:23 a.m. UK time. So the next 2 days, this energy is in Pisces. We have this new moon that is actually 28 degrees Pisces, which is a Cancer degree, which is really like very good, like for cleansing. We're talking about double water. So the element of water is so important. So if you're really ready to release what this year has been, with the winter season have been, even only with Pisces season, what that could have been, I encourage you to connect with the element of water, maybe take a bath, shower, go near a body of water. If you can swim, if the weather allows in your area, you can do that as well. Water is really helpful to really cleanse our body, but also our energy, our soul. So if you can connect with that, you can you can go by a body of water. You can use water to help you release. And if you want more insights about this, because I don't want to go too deep into the new moon, this is not a new moon forecast. You can also join my Skool Community, and the link it's in the show notes as well, where I always post astrological updates every day, where we connect on weekly lives. I also have a free event going on tonight. I do some free events, some paid one, but that's a place where the magic is. If you want to also connect with like-minded people, join my Skool Community there at the link below. But yeah, so this is like good time to cleanse. And then once we've done that, once we've cleansed, once we've created space for what we actually want to attract in our life, in this new season, in this new year, then we can focus on that. But we need to feel like ready and recharged and cleansed before we can actually step in and start all the vision boarding, all the taking action, all the setting the intention. It's so powerful to do so, and I really encourage you to do so, but don't forget the cleansing part. So I hope you get the message by now. We are like a few minutes into this video, so I hope you got the message about cleansing. And now I want to move us into this new astrological year, this new season, both in nature and both in the cosmos. So the spring season starts with the spring equinox on the 20th, the day where we will see more light, the day or the month where we actually see nature come alive again. That's why this is a good season to start things, because it's when the energy like picks up. We have longer days if you are in the northern hemisphere. We feel the need to be more outside as well. And Aries season. Aries, it's the first sign of the zodiac. So this is a beautiful time to also start. That's why we start the astrological new year with Aries, because Aries is ruled by Mars, the planet of drive, motivation, action. So this is a good time to start. However, I just want to remind you that Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, yes, but it's also the first fire sign. So I like to call that a baby fire energy, because it's the momentum, but it's the beginning. It's when you set the intention, you take baby steps, but it's not when you are actually going jumping with both feet in. I mean, if you have a lot of energy of fire in your chart, that might be for you, but this is the general interpretation for everybody. If you want a more specific interpretation for you about this Aries season and about this astrological new year in general, you can go in the link in the show notes as well. My readings are open, and I'm currently doing also year-end readings where you can actually come in and I will show you what you can expect for this new astrological year, and especially how you can embody, where you can focus your energy. So that's more personalized, but in general, this Aries season, it's really like a great time to start something, great time to set the intentions and to create space and to take the baby steps towards where you want to go, because it's just the beginning of the astrological new year. So we are just getting started. So I don't want you to start everything now, like people start everything on January 1st, and then by February they are already done with the resolution, they are burned out. We are starting, yes, we are taking the first steps. Imagine like a baby, when they take the first steps, they don't run, they don't go fast. They just like feel like little penguins that they just like take little steps. They put one foot in front of the other and trust that they will be supported. So that's what we are starting here with Aries season. We are taking those baby steps and we are gaining momentum. We're moving forward, but we are not just yet running. You know what I mean? So that's very important to really start. Yes, set your vision board, set your goals, you're like, I don't like resolution, I'm more towards intention, your intentions for the year, and then take the steps. But remember, remind your brain, the part of you that wants everything right now, because we live in this society where actually we can get anything with the click of a button. So make sure to remember that things take time. And I'm living proof of that. Like last astrological new year, just to share with you a little bit my example, I set the intention to find my home base in Europe, and I was like embarking on an adventure in the summer to travel, see what that could be. But in my mind, I had it clear that by September 1st, I would have my apartment, I would have my home base. But things don't always work as we want, but they work as we need. I realized looking back now that I was not ready at that time. I still needed to do some work to be actually releasing this version of myself that have been traveling for the past 14 years nonstop. I needed to prepare my nervous system also to be able to hold this version of myself now that has a home base, that choose a place where she stays long term, even though she will travel, but a place where she can feel home, both within herself and in the place. And actually, I found this home base where I'm living right now, February this year. So, can you see it's been almost in astrological new year, almost 12 months from where I set the intentions to when I actually like enjoy the fruits of my labor, saw the manifestation. That's why. And maybe for you, it doesn't have to be that long. Everybody is on their own timeline, on their own journey. But what I'm trying to convey here is that we need to trust, surrender, and also stop thinking that if we set the intention this month, next month, things will be already manifested. It may be, and it might not be. So I just want you to remember that. So, this Aries season, we are setting the intention, we're getting clear on what we want to call in our life, and we're making sure that we have this space to welcome these things that we want in our life. That's very important. And also, we have to take our power back. Aries, it's all about empowerment, about like feeling clear, but also taking our power back in a sense that we need to set boundaries. We need to release what is not in alignment with us. We need to really feel like we are home within ourselves and we are confident and empowered. And it starts again within us. And this Aries season would also be paired with the Neptune in Aries, Saturn in Aries. So taking your power back is a non-negotiable during this time. So maybe what does it look like, to give you some example? Maybe you need to set boundaries with people in your life about certain things. I'm thinking about the time that we are in right now. You know, it's an uncertain time. It's a time of chaos as well in the world. But maybe you want to focus on something. You want to focus on your business. You want to focus on attracting your own base, your community, your partner. And all this noise is not helping you to stay grounded, focused, and aligned with your mission. So maybe that's where you need to set boundaries. You need to set boundaries with the people around you, not to talk about heavy topics all the time. Maybe you need to set boundaries with your coworkers, with your the people that live with you, with your family. Maybe you also need to distance yourself from some communities, some people that no longer aligned. You need to do what's best for you. Aries, it's about I, it's about self. Yes, obviously, we need to remember that we are human beings and we are wired for connection, but the connection needs to be in alignment with the version of ourselves that we are. And I love the quote, like, be surround, like, you are the average of the five people you spend most time with. I think something like that, because it's true. If you surround yourself with people that are into addiction all the time, that watch the news all the time, that are just going out every weekend and drinking, that's the energy you attract in your field, and that's very low vibration energy. And if you want to create the life that you truly desire, that's not the people that you want to have in your own space. While if you surround yourself with people that uplift you, that support you, that are actually like there for you, not just physically, but emotionally, energetically, that's a different outcome. You will feel more grounded, you will feel more grateful, and that's the energies that you want to rise up. So you always have a choice, you always have power, and this season is to take your power back, empowering yourself. uh, and if you need some help with that, just put it out there. In 2 days, I'm starting a program. It's called Unbox, and it's a 6 weeks journey into embodied self-expression. This is only for women out there. I'm collaborating with other women, with other powerful women, where we will bring astrology, breath work, and embodied in a different way that what you might see out there. We really want to help you to come back home to yourself during this season. The program will be throughout Aries season and a little bit of Taurus season, from the new moon in Pisces to the full moon in Scorpio, helping you to really empower yourself so that you can step out of that program and step into the most authentic and empowered version of yourself. So if you want to know more about this, I will also leave you the link in the show notes below this video. And if you have any questions, just let me know. But now I really want to dive in deeper a little bit with you during this Aries season. So let me take a sip and let's start. All right, so this Aries season, it's also very special. Why? Because we also have two of the outer planets, the planets that, what is this? The planets that are actually further from us, the planets that move slower, the most influential one because they move slower, so they stay in a sign for um more. These are in Aries right now, and I will link below the video where I talk about Neptune in Aries and Saturn in Aries because I'm not gonna go deeper into this today, but I just wanted to mention that because this Aries season will be very fiery. We will have these two planets in Aries along with the sun. That obviously the sun is the planet that determines the season. So throughout all Aries season, the sun will be in Aries, and so will Neptune, and so will Saturn. So we will always have a stellium in Aries during this season. So a concentration of energy with three planets stable in Aries during this season. And also we will have other planets being in the fire sign. For example, Venus right now is in Aries and she will stay into Aries until the end of the month. Then April 9th, we will have Mars entering Aries. April 15th, we will have Mercury joining the party in Aries. And lastly, on Aries, April 17th, that's when we will have a super fiery charged new moon in Aries. That will be a new moon where we will have the sun, the moon, Neptune, Saturn, Mercury, and Mars in Aries, along with Chiron too. So we'll have 8 planets, well, 7 planets and 1 asteroid in Aries, but 7 energies in Aries. So that's when you might feel momentum. That's when we will feel that fire lighting under us. But see, that will be almost the end of Aries season. So to come back what I said at the beginning, yes, we want to set the intention under the equinox, under the astrological new year, under this sun entering Aries on the 20th of March, but then things will take time. And the new moon will be a great time to really step into the fire. And I will do an event. So make sure to stay tuned in my spaces because I will do an event for that new moon as well to really like ignite that fire. But yes, this Aries season we will be more fiery than usual with these 2 planets that will be stable there with the sun throughout all these seasons. So make sure that you take your power back. That's the thing that I really want to leave you here with this message, empowerment, because that's the best of Aries. When you take your power back, when Aries is clear on what they want, is really ready, set the boundaries, choose themselves first. That's when the Aries of energy is so potent, so laser focused to create the life that you desire. And that might not, I don't want to say won't, because maybe for some people that have been working on this, that could happen, but that might not, the manifestation might not happen during this Aries season, but the time where you plant the seeds. And this season is crucial for you to be able to manifest anything, even if you manifest it in a later season. But the first step of being very clear and set the intention, it's like the first step to walk up a staircase to get towards what you want. So that's the foundation, that's the base. So I want you in this season to get really clear on what you want, get clear if you have space or not to welcome that in, and in case you don't, like set boundaries, like clear your space, and then be focused. And then come and see me under the new moon in Aries at the event that will be hosting to really ignite your fire. And also make sure to know where Aries is in your birth chart. I mean, the house or houses that contain Aries, because if you really work with that energy and you know the houses represent the area of your life, that it's going to be even more powerful. So if you feel like, share below the video, let me know where Aries is in your birth chart, in which house or houses. And if you need more support, you can book a reading with me. My calendar is open. Come and join my Skool community for more free resources. And I just wish you a powerful Aries season. And remember what I said at the beginning? Do you remember it? Nothing changes unless you do. So do your work first, cleanse, clear, create space, set boundaries, and embody this Aries version of yourself. That's when the life will start changing. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one in Aries season, where we will talk about, actually, the next video will be about Uranus in Taurus in April, mid-April. So I'll see you there, and have a beautiful, beautiful Aries season, and take your power back. Peace and love.